So, welcome everybody to a happy late night Thursday. How are you all doing? I'm doing lovely this evening. Let's see here. What is occurring? Okay. So, I've been busy. Mostly just, slapping stuff together. Like these. So, now that I've got, like, a little bit of a foothold established here, let me go and show you all what I've gotten. Searching for the creator of an old-ass game with Mike? Ah, that's what you've been up to. Hey, Top Hat. Hey, Adventure. Hey, I know this guy. I know, too. Hey, Sinestra. Hey, User and Storytime. Okay. There, that'll do. All right. So, you're going to see... the next thing I want to do is connect this room I'm making here as a sort of lobby room, because this room pops out to this, and then it sort of comes out to this area. I got two phantoms. I don't know who spawned those there, but I captured them. They're mine. We'll do something with this area eventually. So yeah, so I want a nice little lobby area here. Maybe with some couches or some shit like that, and then it will go off to like the left and then down to an elevator, and that elevator will connect up with that staircase. So that connects this area up to up here. But in the meantime, I've been working on this. Okay, so this will be another art installation. I gotta get those sorted. Brilliant stream title. Thank you, Optical. Yes. So I went and I started detailing things. I'm especially happy with how, like, you can see into these little pockets here. How there's, like, Skulk with a clear... Let me turn on the shaders. There's, like, a clear light source down there. Actually, this whole build is so much more moody. It's actually kind of nice with shaders on. Ooh. Oh, that's right. I turned... Never mind. I thought I messed with my settings, but I guess not. Okay, so yeah. So you've got this sort of shared space back behind all of this with some lighting in the floor or in the ceiling, and it's like bright. I like it. It's moderately interesting. So many veterans of 2B? No, not really. There's like maybe two or three that still play. Anyway, so this area marks the beginning of the Japanese-styled build area, which is this lovely little, I don't know, like a Japanese-style house. I might put a closet or something here. I don't know. I've got enough space. I could maybe make that work. Shoehorn something in there. Do you think there will be another incursion? No. No, incursions are dead, man. There's no point. I got rid of the excess amounts of banners that I was using on these so that I could actually place some flowers on this credenza, this, I don't know, wall-mounted thing. It's just me and my online wife, Jack. What the fuck? Your online wife? Oh, okay. Sure. I'm not gonna pry too deeply into whatever that's supposed to mean, Synthestra. And anyway, so I've been making use of the new paintings. These kick ass. Like, you got the great old pack.png. We've got whatever this is. I don't know. It looks Greek, maybe. Kind of ironic to have a painting that's depicting something that's probably Greek in a Japanese style home. Whatever. We'll go down there in a minute. I closed all this in, made it look nice and tight. Obviously, we have my bedroom. Probably gonna put a sign up somewhere that says Jack's bedroom or something like that. There will be rooms for the other people who live here, and they can do their thing in said rooms. So yeah, I might do some like decoration. I don't know, for them. And whoever the culprit was who took this banner, they didn't return it. I had to remake this banner. So stop making my banners go away. I like my banners. Banner art is a lost art, you know? Okay, so items aside. Oh wow, we got a rainbow outside. Oh, that's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful, man. See, this is why I built and designed places like this. You got that perfect angle to just look out on everything. And it's just perfect. Oh. Oh, the kids left to Constantium. Yep. Well, some of them are way older than us, but, you know, I get what you mean. I feel like, except for the chat hive mind, there's not much left from the old 2B2T mentality. No, there really isn't. Very much stash hunters. Yeah, there's some other people here too, but for the most part, it's stash hunting. This is also another beautiful painting. I know there are full-size versions of these, but, you know, the Minecraft paintings are still, in my opinion, good enough. I was thinking of maybe putting something like a map art on this back wall, but now I don't know. Oh, it's even more majestic looking. Is that a fire over there? Oh well. How many people are actively trying to find the base? How should I know? There's no way for me to quantify that. And then obviously this, and then this back hallway area, which we will get to in a moment. There isn't a whole lot of decoration on like some of these walls and on the sides here yet. I'm gonna like look up some Japanese knickknacks and see if I can't like recreate some of them. Anyway, so this is the hall / gathering room that I was working on Tuesday. And a lot yesterday as well. Comes to this outside area, which I really like. This box area will mark Escape the Jack Rooms 2. So, you know, look forward to that. Escape the Jack Rooms 2 is going to be huge. I was thinking of making some building on this far side as well as the back side. And I got the idea to like start merging it into, from Blackstone, into quartz. And then do quartz and resin building like this, but on that back wall, on the opposite wall. So that would be like this far back wall. And so it will be sort of like a copy of this, but it will be made of quartz and resin. I'm thinking of doing that. I don't know yet. But it could be good. I might do a different style, might do the same. We'll see. Banners can be copied, sure, but if you're going to copy someone's banner, at least put it back. But no, somebody yoinked the banner and then just never returned it. Oh. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, so this is a staircase that will connect to here. I'm not sure where or how or in what way, but it'll definitely connect up. There we go. And then this connects down here, and I got to do some more decorating. This goes all the way down, like all the way down to the pool. Like it's a long way down. We used to have so many mobs spawn out at the pool when we were building the place. It was really annoying. On your way now. Dramatic skies. Couldn't make it work. Oh. You're going to love the new Dennis painting. Okay. Feel like except for the chat hive mind. Oh, I already read that. Damn it. Okay. I want your 6x4 Aaron map art. Maybe. I'm not, like, worried about map art for the moment. But yeah, map art is something I'm definitely going to try to look for. I'm joining TBD to start an incursion. Boys, who's keen? Well, see, here's the problem with you starting an incursion. What are you starting it against? What are you doing? Like, if you're going to fight, what are you fighting for? Anyway, so this is still all very, very empty. And that makes me sad. Oh, well. You can send a pic in Discord. Okay. Post it in the TBTG channel. Well, anyway. Incursion against depression. Ooh, depression. That's a topic. That's a real struggle of a battle there. Having an incursion to fight depression. The depression of knowing that your life is pointless. Or maybe some other form of depression, like seasonal depression, maybe. Depression from not knowing whether or not your family would miss you if you turned up dead. Or just the depression of feeling like everything you work for is going to just go up in smoke and there's no value in putting forth any effort. Or maybe the depression knowing that when you die, less than 100 years afterward, no one will know you existed. Those kinds of depressions? God. Hey, Maple Drums. Hey, Reg. Welcome. Just to be a part of history and make a fit video. Okay, well then your incursion will fail for that reason alone. Oh, no, I'm going to keep that. Never mind. I was going to make a little renovation here, but I decided against it. Anyway, so this is that upper area. It's very nice. Very, very sleek. So this room curves around up to here. And so I finally installed the staircase as well as the hallway that connects it in full. Put up a bunch of candles and soul lanterns. It looks nice. I should maybe use some lapis in here. In fact, I don't have any on me. I should do that. I'm going to take my own advice and lapis myself. I used to be depressed. Then I started going to the gym, and now I'm addicted to steroids, and I'm getting pegged by goth girls. Neat. I'm glad for you, eShop. It sounds like your life has really turned around. And by that, I mean you turn your ass around and get pegged by goth girls. But hey, you know, at least you have a dream. And you're following your dreams. And it's working out? I don't know. The dream is alive, I guess. Anyway, so down here we have a hallway that will eventually lead to the opposite side. Like way over here, opposite side. There will likely be Japanese style. It's called a Japanese mansion. So it'll likely be this style, but all throughout here and then way over here. And so it'll likely encompass this whole upper area, but only this uppermost area. I don't want to go too crazy on it. I don't want to make all the hallways down there this Japanese style. Only this uppermost area will be that way. So this hallway is going to go off that direction. Depression of pointlessness doing things. Yeah, like how actually nothing matters. I mean, that's only true if you want it to be. That's only true for you if you wish for it to be. Anyway, so then I decided to detail the inside of this room. So I got the layout of it done. I'm very happy with how this turned out. This may or may not be a dojo of some kind. I haven't really... Might actually just be a meeting hall. I don't know. Like, long table up here with seating... Maybe some tea teacups. I'm using flower pots as a teacup. So like that's what these flower pots here on the desk are. This is supposed to be a tea bowl or a tea. They would make the tea in it like a, not a pitcher. It's like an urn, but it's not an urn. That's the wrong word. Fuck, I can't think of the word, but oh well. Anyway, so these are the first of the private rooms. People can detail them how they want. Sonnet was in here earlier, and he made the endermite go round and round. God, those things hurt. I'm totally using that as a Escape the Jackrooms 2 hostile mob. These guys are actually unironically annoying. Like, if you get hit with them, that's a heart and a half. Like, pow, pow. Let me push his ass. There we go. God damn, I lost half my health. Just pushing him was painful. Like Sisyphus. Anyway. And then this room is totally empty. It's just got ceiling, walls, flooring, you know. It's good. Whoever wants it can claim it, I suppose. Then over here, I got a bunch of empty space to work with. I might make like a secret passageway. I want to also install a lot of secret passageways in this place. Like, I don't just want there to be hallways and doors and floors and rooms. I want there to be legitimate, like, oh, holy shit. I had no idea if I pressed that button, this door would open. Or this wall would open. Or something like that. Like, those are the things I live for. Secret passageways are my lifeblood. So I'm going to have to, like, do something. I might move this painting over and have it be lay secret entrance into, I don't know, maybe a room over on this end. We'll see. Hey, Universe, and welcome. How is progress? Progress is booming, my dude. It's totally done on the outside. Now I gotta build stuff on the inside. Because it's not good enough if the outside is empty. Or, sorry, if the outside is finished but the inside is empty. That's what I mean. It's not good enough if it's halfway like that. Never be afraid to edit a build. Never be afraid to take an axe to your own stuff and go, I'm not satisfied with this. I need to do better. Creakings are annoying. They don't hurt that much in numbers. They crunch durability. Good. Good. That's what I like to hear. I'm going to use the creaking as a mob in Escape the Jackrooms too. And I wasn't sure we were going to get 121.4 back in March or whatever it was when all the update rumblings started. The rumblings of the next update. So I was like, well, damn. I need the creaking. And now I want the firefly bush. Because without it, my life has no meaning, probably. No, the firefly bush will be extremely useful for, like, flies on garbage. I know they're fireflies and not regular flies, but, you know, it's the thought that counts. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Hey, Jack, I love the title. Welcome. Welcome, Azurdek. I'm glad you liked it. I tried. Oh. Well, wait. No, I can afford to have a giant blue stripe on this wall. Who cares? Nobody's keeping track. No one's keeping score. Remind you of the Matrix scenes? Good. That's the point. When your spacefac builds got destroyed and exploited, did I have words with people? There was no point. I knew better than to do that. Having words with people who destroy your stuff is often never worth your time. Like, maybe having cross words with someone might make them feel bad, but the odds are very good. They destroyed your shit. They would not have destroyed your shit if they were the type of person who would be moved by the words of others. Most likely. It isn't impossible to have someone who griefs you feel bad after the fact. But don't count on it. It almost never happens. So, you know. If it happens, the best you can do is move on. Dwelling on it will not help you. You place some creakings at 0-0? Cool. My favorite part about the creaking is that they're basically invincible. But a lot of people don't get that. But they're not invincible if you know how to kill them. Or destroy them or whatever. You have to pop the creaking heart. Haven't been watched since I've been working full time. Wow. Back to part-time. Okay. Welcome back, Universe. Any updates regarding Electrofly methods? There is a method, I believe. The standard stuff still works. Bounce is not patched, as far as I'm aware. I was bouncing around just the other day, and I didn't have a lick of trouble. So you should be able to at least do that if you're wondering about traveling. Or concerned about traveling, rather. I'm sure there are new methods I just don't know about, though. Can't expect someone missing their frontal lobe to feel anything after griefing. It depends, right? Some people are not missing their frontal lobe, but still grief because of the pressure or expectations of others. Some people are missing their frontal lobe and they don't grief. It's just one of those things, you know? You can't really be sure. Okay. 3 streaks of lapis should be good. Fuck. But I agree. The very notion of someone who is in that state feeling empathy, especially, for you, don't count on it. I'll never forget the Steam messages between Judge Holden and Pop Bob. How Judge was... Or no, it wasn't Judge Holden. It was Chris Layton. My bad. Yeah, I'll never forget those messages. Chris Layton was begging Pop Bob for a reason. And it was obvious that he was just making shit up because he wanted to grief them. And at a certain point, he had gotten, interested in griefing Judge Holden specifically because Chris Layton whined like a little bitch about the whole affair. And it's just some people don't understand the idea of trolling or singling others out because they appear weak. And some people never will. It's a damn shame, but hey. It's a dog-eat-dog world, as they love to say here. And if you're not a dog, you'll be a doggy. I used to use creakings as a shield against crystal PvPers. Really? Is that, effective? Because if so, that's hilarious. Because the creakings will go after the crystal PvPers as much as they will anyone else. I find that funny. Respect to you, though. I would call them a cunt, at least. Maybe. It depends on their reasons for doing it. Ow. A lot of people who grief are out for clout, or they're doing it for some silly... well, no, really, it is just clout most of the time. Honestly, you can boil that down to Most actions people do. I imagine we get closer and closer to the Jack Rooms 2 beginning. I guess. I'm not gonna lie with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jack Room 2 is this far along and no farther. It'll take place inside this giant fucking box. And none of it is even remotely prepared. But I mean, I guess, you know, theoretically. It's definitely going to be one of those types of endeavors. We got a lot of blowing up to do. We got to dam up the ocean in parts and then start draining. Not looking forward to draining. At nights, they are effective. You can somehow control them, even if you understand the field of view things. Interesting. Are there still clans or big groups? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Cloud. There are way too many groups. Like, to a silly degree. I mean, I basically joined a clan when you stop to think about it. Because that's how I got all the materials and we were able to rebound from the griefing 2 weeks ago now? Has it been 2 weeks? Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. Damn. How flime ties. Yeah. So yeah, the griefing from 2 weeks ago, like, we really, really bounced back. Like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna leave that there. Like, to an absurd degree, we've bounced back. Man, it has been a busy few weeks, I will not lie. Things have only recently really begun to slow down, in my opinion, for the better. Because, you know, things can't go crazy, crazy, crazy all the time. Like, there got to be slow moments to fast moments, you know, to balance it out. And here, Jack building incredible shit for clout. Yeah, I do build for clout to a degree. I will not lie. But I also build because I enjoy it. And just as there are people who enjoy building for the sake of building, there are people who enjoy destroying for the sake of destroying. Like, that's literally all of Jared 2013's personality from, like, 2012 until about the pandemic. But see, by that time, he was already, you know, he was growing up and he had to, like, do stuff with his life. At least I assume Jared had to do stuff with his life. I don't actually know. I hope Jared had to do stuff with his life. Maybe. Okay. Let's put that here. Never seen a video from your base that got wrecked 2 weeks ago? I streamed it. I didn't get to really make a video on it. The whole point was that it was mid construction. Like, we didn't get it done. It was found and blown up by, well, more or less by complete happenstance. So it was just one of those things where it's like, well, you know, what do? And it doesn't matter. It literally, we bounced back in 3 days. Like, I got a lot of help from these guys, the devs. Credited in the description, by the way, all the usernames of the people who helped. And we went ham on this place, and we pounded it out. It turned out well. Honestly, being griefed might have been the best thing that happened to me. It certainly sped things up a bit. Let's put some blocks there. Bam, bam. It's really the wrong place, but I don't know how to feel because we have a lot of players, but not many old ones. Yet we're getting so much awesome content and the server is stable-ish. Yeah, I know, right? It's wild. If you had told me 10 years ago that the server would barely lag, like at all, and that whatever it is that Housemaster is doing would have upwards of 600 players, although right now we only have 530 because it's midnight in most of America. But that at a peak, high point, we got 700 people online. If you told me that would happen 10 years ago, I couldn't possibly believe you. It just doesn't sound real. You know? Like UFOs piloted by Bigfoot levels of insanity. And yet here we are. How much resin? I don't know. I don't know if I even want to use resin or not. There are people who have resin farms, so should the need arise, I have people I can ask. Also, making a resin farm is piss easy as well, and you can do it anywhere. So it isn't even like I need to worry about it. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. I'm not sure I want to use resin yet, but we'll see. If I had to pick a block that is the opposite of lapis, because as you can see, we've got plenty of lapis blocks, and, well, you see how brightly it pops. If I had to pick a block that is the inverse of lapis, it probably would be the resin. But I've not, like, compiled enough resin together to get an idea. I do have some in my e-chest. I can throw a few blocks down just to see what it looks like. Did I put it all in there? Do I know of any active dupes? You haven't been on in a while? No, I don't know of any active dupes. Sorry, RTVA. Ah, there it is. Oh, I only had one? Shit. Oh, that's right. I converted it all to creaking hearts. Right. Okay, does that pop? It really doesn't. But should it? It wouldn't... Oh, fuck. That's a... Okay, I didn't know that was a block you could just pop with your hands. Wow. Instamine like slime. Well, anyway. Yeah. It might go good with quartz. But then again, anything... More or less anything goes good with quartz. So, I don't know that that's really stating a whole lot. But hey, I'll bear it in mind. I'll bear it in mind. Jared's going to have to go fight in Iran. Oh my god. Oh, that's unfortunate. What's my blocks placed stats? Let's find out. I haven't looked at them in ages. Items. There you go. We are looking at a lot of deep slate. Okay, times mined. That's the highest. So deep slate and stone went out, of course. Sand, netherrack, and stone. Yeah. Dirt, quartz. Huh. I've not mined as many quartz blocks as I'd expected to. All the other stone allegories, tough, gravel, glowstone. Yeah, I've placed so much glowstone and had to break it just so that I could realign it. And then ice, because I needed ice. Yeah, and stone brick, right. Sugarcane, probably for making rockets. Blackstone, because, I mean, fucking duh. The whole place is made of blackstone. Like, this is easily going to be the 4th or 5th most broken block by the time I'm done building this build. Like, this is the one block that's going to take the majority of my attention up. Portal 2, orange and blue. Yeah, that's a good color scheme. Anyway. Okay. And then, yeah, so blackstone and then clay. I don't remember what I got all the clay for. quartz stairs, spruce planks. Okay. Basically inconsequential stuff going farther down. Yeah, you get the idea. A decent amount of redstone I've had to place and mess with. Not a surprise. The least. Saddles. Minecarts. Oh yeah, all the minecarts. The carrots, sticks, and the phantom membranes. With 0 times mined. Oh yeah. That's funny. Times broken. So I've broken more shears and pickaxes than anything else. Interesting. Ah, crafted. So white stained glass still wins out. That's funny. Regular oak planks. Quartz stairs. Yep, that tracks. Ah, yeah, iron and emerald, right. Blocks of quartz and deep slate. Wow. Holy hell. In just the almost 2 years. Yeah, we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of the 119 update. In just almost 2 years' time, I have screwed around with enough deep slate to rival the amounts of times I have crafted blocks of quartz. And quartz has been around for well over almost 13 years now. Like, let that sink in. That's insane. Quartz brick, almost just as much. And again, quartz brick came out in 114. So we missed that until 119. And it's already almost. And that's all from building Escape the Jack Rooms 1. Like, all of that. It's crazy. Polished blackstone, again, same thing. This will probably be in 3rd or 4th place by the time I'm done with this build. Rockets, yeah. Rockets will also likely only go up. Rockets will likely end up in 1st place one day. And will be so far ahead in 1st place, it'll be unreal. And then the rest of the blocks are just like whatever. Deep slate tile. Like me some deep slate tile. Gold carrots. You know I'm a whore for gold carrots. Yeah. Crafted times used. Holy hell, 5 million. Yeah. The netherite pick times used. The netherite pick has won out. And 951,000 for the diamond pick. But that's ironic. The diamond pick existed for like 15 years. And only in the last 2 years has the netherite pick come out. And has completely eclipsed the diamond pick. Like, damn. Block of quartz, yeah. Blackstone, regular old blackstone. Yeah, that one's probably going to win out over quartz. Obsidian. Yeah, this is all like Space Valk 3 stuff. And then we got like newer Archon Retia stuff. And then just newer tools in general. Like the netherite shovel and axe. They've eclipsed every other tool type. Water. You know I love water. Water logging. Yeah, and then so on and so forth. Yeah, like, and then the use of rockets, I'm shocked. I don't base hunt, that's why. But if I did, that would be a higher use rate. Picked up stone, yeah, all the crap garbage blocks, right? And then blocks of quartz, yeah. Blackstone should be... Never mind, Blackstone is way down here. That one's going to raise, though. And then the number of times I've dropped. So, gray carpet. I've dropped the most gray carpet? Oh, right. Because that was the carpet duper at Ocean's Anomalous. Yeah. Because this was what I was using for my furnace arrays. And so I would pick up a ton of gray carpet, and so I'd have to get rid of it all. And I was always like, if I ever went back into the guts of my furnace array, I would always have a completely full inventory of gray carpet because of that. White concrete powder. Why on earth would I have so much white concrete powder? Huh. Fish. Yeah, fish. Yep. Yeah. Alpha has this desire wherever he goes to set up an auto fish spot. Usually it's beta calculator. We set up this auto fishing bot and it fishes for all the things. And most of the time we filter raw cod. So that would be why. Cookies. Oh, cookies. That must be from villager trading. That explains it. Damn. I've dropped 4,600 cookies. All from villager trading. Worthless ass food. The rest of these are like maps. Yeah, I've had to drop a lot of maps. Get them out of my inventory sometimes. You know how it is. Okay, yeah. Well, there you go. Who dat? I can't see in these shaders. Oh, it's Sonnet. Yeah. I think he's familiarizing himself with the layout as best he can. So yeah, I've done a lot of things. Okay, I want... Oh, let me turn off the shaders and then do full bright so that I can see more readily. How many times have I mined a shulker? Ooh, that's a good point. Items times mined. Oh, I wish there was a search bar. Yeah, there's no way to search for a specific block. Oh, that's a miss. Why do they not have that? Not as many as you might think, Don. Or sorry, Chief. My bad. Yeah, I haven't mined as many shulker boxes as you think. Yeah, I didn't have a reason to. That's weird. Light blue shulker is like the most common. Yeah, the shulker should probably be up here in the top 20, but it isn't. Oh well. I just don't mess with shulkers that often. Like, compared to, you know, compared to the norm. Last one, how far out do you have to build your base? You can go out pretty far, but there's an art to it. You gotta hide your base. It isn't a matter of, well, I just need to be out X amount of blocks. Like, there's a secret understanding you have to have that people will find your base, and you have to be extremely cautious. Failure to adhere to certain principles, as well as just getting unlucky in general, will just result in you getting found. And there's not a lot that can be done about it. I'm going to make a modern art sculpture here. It is going to be bootyful. Mad Lad, the pickaxe stat's insane. That's from placing blocks and breaking them. Like, I just fucked up the placement of that stair right there. Like, that's where that comes from. So yeah, it's outrageous, but you know, you can't build you can't build an omelet without breaking a few eggs or pickaxes or whatever, however the saying goes. Can't build an egg without breaking an omelet. Something like that. 9,700. Oh. Well, that's not very high, is it? Comparatively speaking. Pickaxe stats insane. I have placed 680,000 obsidian. I have sighted over 680,000 Cody Ledger signs. When they designed that UI, there was only like 10 blocks. There's probably a few more blocks than that at the time, but yeah, I get what you mean. They definitely need to add a search bar. I don't know that that's very high on the list of priorities to add. Because who's really, like, obsessed over their stats? Like, only really nerdy nerds like their stats. And even then, not that much. Okay, where is my... Uh-oh. Oh shit, do I not have? I must have put the glowstone back there. That's okay. Oh, whoop, look. Or you know what? Fuck it. Ha! I'm just gonna Spider-Man into my own window. Perfect. No one will ever know. Fuck. There we go. Oh, wrong hole. You just got to hope that people who find your base are chill. Yeah, that's also unfortunately true. Oh, no. Well, actually, wait. Okay. Yeah, if I embed that in the floor, it's so much better. I want this to emit light. But you're not able to just, at a glance, determine where the light is coming from. Because walls are transparent for some reason. Not a bad design, it just sounds weird. Think you saw 9700? That feels wrong? It probably is. But because I can't easily, like, I can scroll through it this way. Oh, here it is. This is the shulker box. You were right, 9733. Okay, yeah, the regular ass shulker box without any dye on it. Yeah, I've broken a decent amount, but it's not in the top 20. Which is just fine, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5. I suppose if I were a stash hunter, I would likely have triple to quadruple that number. But it's hard to know for sure. Because I don't stash hunt. Okay. But yeah, I've used the netherite pick way too many times. Yeah, I guess that's sufficiently pretentious. You know, if you're gonna make a modern art sculpture, you gotta make sure it's dripping with pretentiousness. No half measures here. Only the whole ass. Ugh. Okay. So this is supposed to be kind of like truncated. Wow, Sonnet, you must be bored. I don't even know if he's listening or not. I'm sure he is, but nah, who knows. I don't demand anyone listen. Okay, that's just straight up slab, slab, slab. And we'll put a slab there too. Okay. I'm liking how this is shaping up, actually. It's delightfully insidious. Or delightfully banal. Or however the... I remember seeing that like as a blurb describing a movie or something. Years and years and years ago. Okay, and then should probably put a light source up here as well. Just to make sure it gives you the warm fuzzies whenever you see it. Then I'll probably make it a part of the ceiling as well. So it's almost like a pillar and it's a sculpture for some reason. Okay. I kind of like that. Whoop. Didn't even realize it stepped off my own thing. So yeah, earlier I was gonna stream, and then I suddenly remembered for the last few months I had been sort of like getting into the habit of doing a late midnight stream, and it had just forgotten. Sorry, it had just slipped my mind. I had completely forgotten, both due to the Space Valk 1 10th anniversary video, and then just like the griefing that happened 2 weeks ago. Like that totally fucking threw my schedules. Because, like, I have an internal schedule that I adhere to. That just sent it all straight into the wood chipper. And I was discombobulated for a while there. I kind of brought it on myself, but at the same time, you know, I like doing a later night stream every now and then. I was thinking of maybe doing an early morning stream as well. Maybe it's like a surprise one of these days. But then I can't hardly ever get my ass up before 10 or 11 these days, and I don't know. I can't really force myself the way that I used to could, which is fine. You know, I don't have to. I want to, but I don't have to. Oh, and that reminds me, I've got to get blocks in box, and there's a rocket in my pocket, the double feature. I got to get that video done. I got the scripts more or less ironed out. I just have to finish recording video footage and then set it all together to music. Come to think of it, now that I'm looking at this, this hallway is going to interfere with this room. Maybe I could have like an upper area? I don't know. It's good that's all sorted out now. It's distressing having your base destroyed. Yeah, it messed up the flow. That is not wrong. I mean, I guess I could just have the hallway curve around this way. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll just have the hallway curve around, and then I'll have a room in this corner. So it'll be another bedroom. And then the hallway will go back this way, allowing me room to work here and then have an elevator shaft here. Something like that. Okay, now put some light on the subject. Okay, now I want to put... it, like, in here. Sort of have it be cylindrical. Here. Okay, I'm kind of worried about hitting this side wall, but oh well. Not too difficult to worry about. It's the problem with working in Fulbright. You don't realize how dark things are. Can't afford to make things dark here. Like, darkness bad. It's weird, I can't imagine the new player base and their fit brainwashed brains actually doing something impactful like, damn, this build is sick or something, when most are just base hunters. I get the feeling that the base hunting meta is the way that it is because people are afraid to actually do anything. Like, not all of them, obviously. There are a lot of people who base hunt, but there are also people who base hunt and build. So there are people who do both. But I've always been under the impression that the majority of people who base hunt don't want to contribute to the server beyond that. They're afraid of losing stuff. You know, they don't want to get blown the fuck out. And I guess I can't blame them. I would probably be a base hunter if I had joined 2B2T, you know, in this time period, right? Because for the longest time, the expected thing was that you would go out, however far, you would join the server, and then you would go leave your mark on it. And that was just the culture. But that has changed. Nobody thinks that way anymore. So I feel like that's something of a fear response. Because they know, well, if I build, I could get found. If I get found, I lose my stuff. If I lose my stuff, I don't want to, you know, it'll hurt. You know, I don't want to have my stuff be compromised and destroyed because that feels bad. And also it makes you feel like you wasted your time, and time is valuable. Half the time I have light overlay and I forget I have it on. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I bounce between the two. So that's 9. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, it's 333. 3. Wait a minute. Am I even doing this right? Wait, no, that's 4. Oh, this is 3. Oh, I see where I fucked up. Okay. 4? No, 4 is right there. But yeah, I don't know. Some people are of the opinion that they just want to see stuff. You know, they just want to find stuff. They don't have a creative bone in their body. They don't and can't build. So they're not worried about losing out. They just want to see cool stuff. Some of them will also want to, you know, sell and or take stuff. It varies. Like, it's very, very, very... It just varies. Like, I don't know how else to put it. It's not a one-size-fits-all thing. Also, stash hunting wasn't really a thing back in the day because you couldn't get the tools to make it work. But that was a limit of the time period. Now things are different. You can get those tools. You can get them very, very easily, in fact. I mean, Meteor Client is basically free. And it's a competent enough client to get you wherever it is you need to go. So, realistically, just is what it is. Okay. How many blocks long should I make this? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. I'm going to make it 9 blocks long. And it irks me whenever I drop items on the ground. Makes me think I have... like I'm wasting my blocks. Oh, lucky, I got a chick. You're hunting right now because you don't have items. Your ultimate goal is to build. Okay. Well, good. I hope you build something cool, Adventure. I don't like the idea of hunting and then stealing other people's stuff to make your own build. But that's a moral qualm that I have. That's not something someone else may be caught up on. I'd personally recommend just making friends and going from there, but, you know, I can't make you do anything, really. 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and then we're in an entranceway over here. Getting controlled by fear is not the healthiest thing. Things die sooner or later. That's just part of it. Yep. How many hours do I have on the server? On this account, my... where is it? Stats. On this account, my playtime, because I guess playtime is the nearest thing to that. I have so many accounts that I've played on, though. None of which have prio right now, and I don't feel like worrying about it. I guess time... well, I don't know. Is time with World Open? Yeah, that's not time played. Would you add up time played and time with World Open? I don't know. But I know that this number is higher because I've played on other accounts. So, I don't know. I have a lot of playtime on this server. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 2, 3, and then this, Little V shape here. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, it worked. Okay, and then let's put best way to contribute is to build. Yeah, I agree, Reg. I wholeheartedly agree. I just don't have shulkers and stuff. That's all I need, really. I found 3 of them, though. Oh, okay. Well, congrats. I hope you can get more. I hope you find a shop stash. That would be the best. To plunder a shop would be hilarious. Got a gamer on my team who's uninspired to build some stuff, somewhat uncommitted, and goes for instant gratification. Damn. Brain-addled by the loot box / battle pass mentality that the developers of various high-profile games have burned into the brains of all the teenagers of his generation. You hate to see it. Can't do a damn thing about it, but you hate to see it. Yeah, that instant gratification dopamine, I don't want to call it reaction, but like the system that they have everybody in. It's insidious. I know adults who have gambling addictions, and they're just setting these kids up to have to be gambling addicts their whole lives. That's just like awful. Don't like the idea of buying from a shop. Lol, I'm a rat or a cockroach that feeds on the remains of other players. Well, maybe one day you will graduate from rat or cockroach that feeds on the remains of other players to a full-blown Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's how evolution works, right? Rats became T-Rexes or some shit. That's probably how it works. I don't know. Time with World Open would be the same as time played, but that was added in 21. Okay. Unlike playtime, if the game is paused, this number continues to increase, but does not change visually while the statistic menu is open. So I'm guessing multiplayer would be the exact same. Okay. So that is an irrelevant. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong Blackstone. Anyway, so that is an irrelevant statistic. It's just a herring of the red variety. A Rojo herring. Polished slabs, perfect. Please, sir, may I have some polished slab? Take all that. Throw them back in. Take all of those. And then that's just nothing but polished slabs. I do want to add more stuff to this room now that I'm looking at it, because it is just not bright enough. It didn't need to be like overwhelmingly bright like this candle cluster here, but it needs to have something up here, you know, like crap on the ceiling, or maybe a trim of some kind on the upper part of the wall. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to take a good hard second look at this place, at this room in particular. I don't have any of the lighting stuff on me that I need. I don't like how dark that room is, but that's fine. Later, it can be fixed later. What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to me? Oh, God. I mean, I guess that depends on what I see as crazy, like good or bad. Is crazy good or bad? Like finding an exploit, suddenly lucking into all of this wealth, having a fuck ton of people who is just like there for you, like suddenly out of nowhere. Like, I don't know. I guess the most recently craziest thing that like weighs heavily on my mind. It doesn't well, weighs heavily on my mind is misleading. That occupies the most real estate in my mind right now. Finding and becoming a member of the devs. Like, I guess I'm a member of the devs. I don't know. Yeah, they said I've joined, so I guess that's technically true. Yeah, like, getting griefed at a high point where I was like, hell yeah, I just finished this great video of me telling a story from 10 years ago. And then I wake up the next day and, yeah, Jack, your shit's all gone. You've been griefed. You've been robbed. You've been bamboozled. Going from that low pit to, oh yeah, we can build you that thing inside of a week. And the next thing I know, like it never even happened. And I'm just like, oh yeah, that's another thing someone was making. That's apparently a catacomb from Skyrim, but like blown up and then voxelized so that you could build it in Minecraft. Looks really cool, but I don't think anything's gonna come from it. I don't know, we'll see. It's like a complete mob hell. It looks really good. I think Sonnet made this. I forget. Someone mentioned who made it. I've forgotten. But anyway, so yeah, so like that's the craziest thing that's occupying my mind as of recent. Because it is nuts to go from, God, I don't have anything. Oh man, my whole everything has just been totally upended. You know, that was 2 years of effort and items that I had accrued from returning to the server, you know, living at Ocean's Anomalous. And that's all gone. Like, I've got to totally start over from scratch. And then bam, oh yeah, we can just use hacks and printer and all sorts of stuff. And here's your base. Here you go. Have at it. Ooh, it's funny how sometimes... Oh my god. Ooh. Sorry, it's midnight for me, so I'm going to be doing that a lot. How many years have I been streaming? Going on 5. Holy hell, it'll be 5 years in December. Jeez, time really does fly. It's funny how something always humbles you right after you feel like you're huge. Yep. Well, right after you got a huge W, something comes along and humbles you. Completely correct. Life has a way of keeping you down, but maybe not so down. You feel like it's all worthless, but maybe sometimes you do feel like it's all worthless. But that if you tough it out, then sometimes you feel like it was worthwhile. And then you get kind of like, okay, and then you get a bit cocky, and then you get a big ego, and then life has to humble you again. Yeah, I've been around that block many, many times. A few times on stream, funny enough. Oh well. Such is life in the zone. Bam, 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 bam. And bam. Okay. I want 4 elevators in this room. This is a reasonably circular room. I'm happy with it. So I think I can fit 4 elevators, right? 2 of which will go down to whatever the flying hell I place in this vast, vast area. Because there's a lot of area here for all sorts of fun. So 2 elevators will go down. 1 elevator will go... 2 elevators will go up, 2 down. I was originally going to do just one elevator and then have like stops along the way and then just sort of make the elevators, you know, talk to each other. Lamau Universin. Anyway, and make all the elevators talk to one another. So like you can press a button and it'll send you to whatever room, floor, what have you along the way. And I'm still like thinking about doing that. But then I think, yeah, but the redstone. And I'm like, yeah, the redstone. Oh, wait, no, I don't actually want to do that. I do, but I don't. So I don't know. Should I do... you know what? Fuck it. Let's get a community poll. Should I make a group of elevators or a single elevator that visits all floors along its length? Oh wow, just under the things. Multiples. Singular. Fuck it. I'm not going to do a joke option to siphon votes. I'm just going to have the 2 votes. So I have another question. How do you speak so long on stream without stuttering? Practice, I guess. I'm not very good at it, but I do... I mean, I will stutter. But I've accepted that stuttering's just gonna happen. I'm used to the idea of you're gonna make a fool of yourself. May as well get it over with. Oop. Nobody's invincible. Nobody is perfect. Everyone falters. May as well embrace it. Who knows? It could even end up being a good thing. Group of elevators. Okay. I'm actually shocked somebody intentional. Oh my god, another... 2 chicks, 2 eggs. That's the server we're on. 2 chicks, 2 eggs. Anyway. Group of elevators. Okay. My advice, how do you improve in building? Or any advice on how to improve in building. Okay. Okay, let me go fetch the sticky note. I haven't had this question in at least a year. Okay, multiples is winning. Oh, wait, never mind. It's 50-50. Guys, vote. Come on. There are 20-something people in here. How on earth? 10 votes. Wow. Yeah, shit. It's 10 votes. 50-50. Are you serious? That's insane. Anyway, I'm going to go and get some crying obsidian. No, I mean a single elevator. I'll wait for the poll. Oh, pizza. You sheep, you. Following the group. Like you have a choice. Just voice an opinion. Just have one. Just take a stance. That's nice, man. Thanks for the advice. Well, I haven't pulled out the sticky note yet. Like, I'm serious. I haven't gotten that question in about a year or 2. Well, maybe not 2, but certainly in a hot minute. And I do have a sticky note somewhere in here that's got an ass ton of good advice on it. When I used to work a boring job on the off moments where I wasn't doing anything of any note, I would routinely scribble down notes or thoughts on notes. Oh my god. Okay, before I go looking for the thing, let me find a little bit of crying obsidian. I don't need much. There it is. I'll take like 2 stacks. Okay. Now to hunt for that sticky note. I've got a lot of notes, sadly. A lot of spare bits of paper that take up a ton of space for like no reason. Okay. I've got some really good advice about building. Like, seriously, it will be worth it. I just need to find it. Not in this particular thing. Okay, cool. Whatever. There we go. Must be in this other one. I've got two shelves, drawers, whatever, that came with this desk. Got to be in this pile. Bingo. Knew I'd find it. All right. Number 1, set a palette of blocks. Don't deviate too much from this palette, but a little bit of deviation here or there breaks up the monotony of whatever you're building. Number 2, geometry. Nobody likes looking at a flat block all day long. Stairs, slabs are a godsend. Make use of them. Number 3, location. Your land is just as important as the build. So, you know, make use of that too, because you'll be seeing it just as much as the actual build. I intentionally, speaking of land, I intentionally went and found a place that bordered some kind of like body of water, because I have got all these water channels, the waterfalls, flowing off hither and yon, and I wanted to dig, and I'll probably still do that whenever I get around to the terraforming process. Oh my god, this place is a mess. Oh, don't let those phantom membranes despawn. Phantom membranes are about to be worth it, or worthwhile. Like, I don't know what this stuff is. Yeah, we're about to lose phantoms, guys. So stock up, because you're not gonna have them. And if you need to brew slowfall potions, which I'm thinking Escape the Jack Rooms might have a slowfall potion as like a reward or treasure, just because it's unique. But anyway, okay, so yeah, so make sure you choose your land and your location very carefully, because you're going to be seeing it. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be part of it. So location, location, location. Number 4, no blocks are off limits. Don't let cost get in the way of building your dreams. That's what a lot of people were like, hey Jack, how are you getting all this blackstone? Hey Jack, where do you get this from? Hey Jack, I can help you if you need blackstone. And I'm like, yes, but I've got people who can help me. So don't let costs interrupt or interfere. If you want that castle built out of diamond, live your dreams. Number 5, lighting everything up in a unique way will make the place feel warmer. Now, in this instance, I've got torches everywhere. That's not unique. Don't worry. This hallway here, you see how it's a little more moody, and I've got these soul lanterns on chains. These are supposed to be like a lamp of some kind, like a standing lamp in a hallway, basically. I should probably use, now that I look at it, I should probably use the lightning rod for this and not the chain, but I think it's fine. I think it's okay. And then I use some embedded lights. Those are beacons with some iron trapdoors over them. I think they look really good as like a lighting, like a lamp embedded in the ceiling. Anyway, So yes, light everything up in a unique way. Makes it feel warm. Makes it feel interesting. Small details, like plants, tables, chairs, etc., make a space feel alive. It makes it feel lived in. This is always more interesting than an empty space. Armor stands and creative block choices will help fill this purpose too. So for example, empty hallway, lived in hallway. Empty room, lived in room. Know the difference. It can save your life, probably. Well, probably not, really. Number 7, start with a generic shape and then refine it down to the smaller details. So, I have some screenshots of when this place first got created. I started designing this base in February. Let me see if I have an easy way to drag these in. There it is. Perfect. To OBS. Nope. Oh, there we go. Yeah. This is what the base looked like when I first started. Broad strokes. Start with a giant shape and then refine it downward. You don't just start, oh hey, I'm gonna place a block here, and then I'm gonna place a block there, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna tickle that, and then I'm gonna do, you know. You can, but you'll be at it a long time. But starting with a generic shape and then refining it down is what's gotten me to this point. So, let's compare. That side, because this is funny enough, this is the left-hand side that I designed first. And then I flipped it around and made the right half. And so, like, let me shrink that edge. There we go. Much better. So, yeah. So, like, from this end to this end, like, the difference is night and day. But it works. Okay, get rid of that. And then okay, sketching out an idea on paper or in digital will help to bring that idea to life much more readily, meaning you'll actually be able to pin down those smaller details. You don't have to start big necessarily. The whole thing doesn't have to be big even, but sketching it out will help you to structure what it is you're trying to make. And that goes a long way too. Okay, 11 minutes, 19 votes. All right, so multiple elevators has won out. Okay. The people have spoken. Neat. All right. Number 9. Determination, drive, and desire are what will see your build to fruition. And number 10. Never give up. Trust your instincts. So, those are my 10 points on building. Welcome to my talk, Ted. Your lamps are like tensegrity tables. Yeah, that's because the fucking chain is just like magic. It can just stand up. Like, chains are instantly tensegrity. But it's not like I built them that way because I like the look. I wanted a lamp stand type body. And really, like, the copper, what is it? It's the lightning rod does kind of fit that. I don't know. From my experience, it comes down to practice, seeing cool bases, watching skill build. Yeah. You get inspiration from other people's efforts. But also, there is a method to the madness. So it isn't just look at what other people do. You can. That helps. You will grow by looking at what other people do. But with some raw guidelines of your own, you won't have to look at what other people do. You'll still be, you know, better off, but having other people is immensely helpful. But let's assume you're on a desert island. You know, you're totally stranded. You have no contact with anyone. Like, what do you do? If you only have Minecraft and you're all by your lonesome, what do you do? And you want to get better. Like, having raw guidelines to follow really gives you a way to improve yourself. Okay, I'm going to start one of the elevators here. Perfect. Okay, they're removing them already? They just added them? Yeah, it's because House was asking for feedback, and they said they're processing... Actually, let me look at the 2B2T website and see if anything's changed on this. Yeah, it just says, update, 2B is reviewing the legitimate feedback. So, there you go. Given recent accusations, I am now 100% convinced you are not Jared Leto. What? Okay. Multiples, you don't want one. This place is too big for a single elevator? Yeah, I guess not. What hack client do I use? I'm on Future. I got very lucky early this morning and got past the DDoSing. And then I was like, well, I guess I'm not logging out for the day. And then I didn't. I voted, but I don't have a clue what one would be better. Neither do I. That's why I asked. I learned a lot from seeing the Australian Parliament House, the old Parliament House, the Flinders Steel Station, or Street Station, excuse me, the Sydney Carriage Works, and the Victorian Parliament House. Ooh. Neat. Hello, J-Money. How are you? I hope this later night stream hasn't bothered you too much. Okay, so that's 4 blocks from this edge. Wait a sec, is this centered? No, it isn't. Okay, so I may have gotten a little carried away there. Okay. Tickle. Okay. Not been on 2B in a while. Oh, welcome back, Ninja Fig. I recognize you. Still spend 20 minutes digging grass? No. I haven't dug grass in ages. If I want to dig grass, I'll blow it up. 2B2T, yeah, 2B2T is wild. But not like unmanageably wild. It's different. Wonder if your sheep farm still stands. Last thing you made before you logged in 2 years ago? Wow. Have you not logged in since the 119 update? I know a lot of stuff went down, but like... In my opinion, 2B has been better off in 121.4 than like it has ever been. It was pretty good in early 120 as well. Like, we've been doing quite well. All the junk that happened during the 119 update, all the drama and stuff like that, that's all long since been resolved. So, like, yeah. TPS rarely goes below 19, yeah. Yeah. What Chief said. YouTube videos, you definitely clip that? Yes, I probably will. Unless someone wants to do it for me. No, I'm kidding. There's any traceable path to your base. It's really far out. Okay. I hope so. Okay, so it's... From this edge, it's 3 slabs, and then... That starts. Okay. Still played. I heard recent. I've heard of you. Thought I would have quit. No, I like this place too much. I quit in 2020 when it became so stagnant it wasn't worth playing. But then, the people in charge got the dicks out of their asses, and then they updated the place, and it was actually pretty good. And so I stuck around. But the condition of me playing the server is that it doesn't suck. And I don't consider getting griefed to be, you know, part of that. Like, if the server is good, the server is good. Whether I'm getting griefed or not doesn't matter. Comment makes no sense. You take 5 minutes to get to you. Tickle a block here. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, tickle a block there. I see what you mean now. Sorry. Now, so much drama happened, I just kind of walked away from paying half the time. Yeah, fair. Getting burned out is very, very real. Take breaks. It's okay. Taking a 2B2T vacation for a year or two is perfectly understandable. Mine was technically 3 years long. Because it just sucked. And if that happens again, well, you know what I'll be doing. Oh, whoops, that's supposed to be crying block. Have I used bundles? Yes, I've used them a few times. It's not like super amazing, but it's definitely good. I need to go and get map art now, but setting aside the time to gather all the map arts up, label them, make sense of them, you know, get a bunch of bundles for them, etc. Like, I totally should do that. But it is a problem, because map arts, you know, you wouldn't want to, like, throw a bunch of map arts into a bundle and then have no way to know what they are. Because, I don't know, is there a way right now to see what map arts are in a bundle? Because, like, if I open, you know, if I look at my inventory, right? So let's say I have a map art in my inventory. So these are some map arts I made for Escape the Jack Rooms. So, like, I can look at these in my inventory right now and see that. But I can't do that inside a bundle. There we go. So, like, I've got a few map art bundles here from some map arts Peepo gave me. And, like, yeah, I can't see what any of these are. Road sign, like, thankfully these are named Road Sign by Salcy1, so I know what that is. Gru is a map artist, like, that's a famous meme. But, like, these are not named. I don't know what these two are. Supernova by Paul Steve. Cha Cha by CBD. These are just map. I don't know what that is. And then there's +5. I can't even see what's in the rest of this bundle. Likewise, this bundle is totally full. And when I get past Napoleon Crossing the Alps, +53. Well, what else is in this? Like, I have no way to know. So, yeah, that's going to require a lot of time and effort to sort out. Not impossible, just a pain. Organization is an integral thing. I've already bundled my map arts. Yeah, if only I had all my map arts. Huh, boy. Weird. Funny that. You know, it's almost like getting ambushed by a Chinese base hunter and then having all your items stolen's not nice. Not terribly convenient, especially when it's literally the week before the 121 update went live, and I was chomping at the bit to use bundles. Because I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to set aside all this time to paw through all my bundles and get my map arts, and then I would organize everything, and it'd be so nice. Yeah. Yeah, it sure would be nice. Well, it would have been nice. What's the story about the Phantoms? You said they're going away. It's looking like they're going away, but I don't know. Nobody knows. I'm just sort of the opinion that people are upset, and whatever valuable, legitimate feedback they got, because they hosted a vote. What was it, like a week ago or something? You know, what do you think should happen to the Phantom? And I'm just like, sure, whatever. I'll vote. And then I gave my opinion on what I thought the Phantom, you know, what should happen. So now the website simply says reviewing all the legitimate feedback. Well, what is legitimate feedback? I don't know. So we'll see. Said they're going away, so you can trap some and they will stay through the update. I can only hope. I got 2 trapped up here. Ah, damn it. There we go. Yeah, I got 2 trapped up here. I need to get off my lazy ass and trap a few more. But the problem is, if you're not the guy who summoned them, they're not aggro on you. So, like, these guys are totally neutral to me. I'm not the one who didn't sleep. So, like, yeah, these guys just don't give a shit about me. Even if I attacked them, they don't care. I can't reach, but you get the idea. Like, oh, I shouldn't hit them with my sword. That's a smite sword. So, yeah, like, I don't have a way to make these things attack players. So thing 1 and thing 2 just kind of, they face planted themselves into the ceiling, and they're just like, I live here now. And I'm just like, gee, that's nice. You're supposed to attack people on sight, but no, actually they don't. So insofar as them being useful to me, they kind of aren't. I was going to have them be an enemy in Escape the Jack Rooms too, but now that I see that they don't really give a shit, probably not. They may have just lost their enemy status. In which case, I guess I'm just going to have to use something else. Not that that's impossible. There's totally plenty of things to use. It just may not be the Phantom. I guess the creaking and the endermite will have to do. I don't know. That's only 2 enemies. I really would like to have a diverse cast of at least 3 to 4 types of enemy. But we'll see. Maybe someone can make a mod that can view them? What do you mean? Oh, bundles. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt that that's probably something someone's working on. Like, Shulker Box tooltips, you know? Shulker Box tooltips was not a thing when Shulker Boxes came out. Took a little while for people to kind of invent a mod that can just see directly into a Shulker Box. To the point where it's kind of silly that we didn't have this before, you know? Like, why was this just not a thing on release? I don't know. People didn't think about it. Silly, because it's just so useful, how could you not think about it? But here we are. Uh-oh, I'm out of stairs. Gotta get some polished stair. There's a mod called Bundle Inventory. Okay, cool. I'm going to look into it then. Because I need to know what maps are what. And hopefully this will work with inventory tweaks. Or no, Tweakaroo. That's it. Tweakaroo, that's the name of the mod. Doesn't show the map art contents, but you can see everything in a bundle. See, now that's an issue. I need both. I need to both see what is a map art and what map arts are where, as well as how many. I need to know all the things. I can't just know some of the things. That's not helpful. I mean, it's kind of helpful, but it's not as helpful as it could be. Wardens, Ravagers. Ravagers are annoying to wrangle. Wardens would kill anything else. So that kind of rules them out. Also, Wardens are too indiscriminate, even for players. All it takes is just hanging around a Warden for too long, and that'll aggro them. And that's not actually very fun, because it doesn't feel like, especially in a game setting, you're going to have a whole lot of control over where you are some of the time. And so you're not going to be able to not aggro a Warden, which means you're going to play the game and then you're going to get killed by said Wardens simply by being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that's not fun. You need to have control over it. So no, the indiscriminate nature of the Warden, not good enough. Not good enough. Oh, I didn't get any chicks that time. Damn. So we'll see. I'll figure out what mobs we can easily get a lot of, and then go from there. Damn. Ah, damn. Go to the thing I want you to go to. Tweakaroo is a lit mod. Yeah, it's not a bad mod. I haven't bothered to really learn everything it can do. It may already have a bundle, something or other, that I've just not looked into and I've not learned how to enable. So I may already have the solution in my literal back pocket. I've just not looked hard enough to know. Oh well. Okay. So I kind of want a fountain or a pool of water here. I don't know why. I don't need it. Wouldn't add anything. Well, maybe it would add something. Shit. Hate it when that happens. Again, I wish they would remove the ability to activate a rocket on a solid surface. There's no value in that. It's just a waste of rockets for no fucking reason. Oh, yeah, actually, wait, this is great. Yeah, if I flood this with water, then I can make it to where you can riptide from level to level. Yeah, actually, that's a great idea. Glad I thought of it. Yeah, I'm trying to rack my brain. Maybe I'm just too tired, but I can't think of a mob that isn't, like, something I've used already. Like, something I would not wish to reuse. It's gotta be a hostile mob. We've already used drowned, trident-wielding drowned, skeletons, zombies. Maybe spiders, I guess? I don't want to use creepers. Cave spiders are a little too aggressive. So I can't really do cave spiders. Pillagers eventually break their own fucking bow. Ooh. Wait, can I give a villager? Or an illager. Can I give an illager... like, break their bow... and then give them a weapon of my choosing? I'm gonna have to try that. That might actually work. Water. Can't do that. Fuck. Can't let you do that, Star Fox. Ah, damn it. I almost bucket clutched. Well, I mean, we could do, you know, get a raid farm, siphon off a few of the Johnnies. Well, they're the or not the Ravager, the what is it? The Vindicators, and then name them Johnny, and then just put them in a hallway or two that they can't escape from, but that you must wander through, like the Howling Hotel in Escape the Jackrooms 1. We could do that again. That would be fun. Fun in air quotes. A lot of people hated that area. Vindicators? Yeah. It was only just one Vindicator. We could totally revisit the Vindicator idea. I would be down to. Vindicators always kind of like felt half used. You only see them in very special situations. So like giving them new life by making them an enemy you have to worry about in Escape the Jackrooms titles, it could be good. And we're not doing the water theme this time around, so it would make them a little bit more, give them a little bit more in the way of like oomph. You know what I mean? Some teeth. Tried doing that one since I wanted Johnny named Illager with Looting 3. It didn't work. Aw. Ripperino. Endermites, go! Actually, Endermites do a lot more damage than you think. And yes, we will be using Endermites. Oh, I'm a block over. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Bam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Wunderbar. Make this 5 blocks long here. Make this 5 blocks long there. Kind of hard to see, but it's the beginnings of a hallway. Sort of curves around to here, and then this elevator comes up to here and then stops. Husks? Yeah, ooh. I mean, I wanted to stray away from the zombies, skeletons, strays. The bogged. Wait. Oh, no, the bogged hit way too hard. And they poison. And the poison's guaranteed. Ugh. No, bogged are out. Never mind. We can't do the bogged. Strays... maybe. Slowness is a bit much. I still want to stray away from using skeleton and zombie variants. Husks isn't a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Just not one I'm immediately receptive to. I like using the Vindicators again. Definitely want to use the Endermite and the Creaking. Side, bunch on this side. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little torn. Jack, just use Guardians or Wither Skeletons. Why are you thinking so much? Well, I'm thinking about the trouble it will be to use them. Just use such and such. Well, are you thinking about the logistics of how much trouble it will be to get a hold of those? Like, it's easy for you to say because you don't have to do the hard work. The rest of us do. Endermites can be spawned on command, and they can get into little 1x1 areas. Creakings can be made on demand. And the raid farms can be used to make the Vindicators more or less on command. So, like, that's great ease of spawning. But Guardians? Well, God, I don't even know where the nearest thing is. You know, the nearest ocean monument. I don't even know where that is. So we'd have to haul them away from wherever that is over to here. Into this box area. And Wither Skeletons involves us having to leave nether presence more so than we already have. And I don't want to have any more nether presence than we already have. That's just stupid. So, yeah, let me just, you know, fucking ask Housemaster for some Wither Skeleton spawn eggs while I'm at it. Nobody has escaped without other players helping in the mechanisms. Hey, I mean, that's how it goes. We learn. We will improve. I rarely see you use scaffolding. There's no point to using scaffolding, in my opinion. Like, the scaffolding block sucks. It's so bad. It's better to just use regular blocks. Also, I'm scaffolding with the materials that will become the flooring for the area I'm creating. That's just being efficient. There's no value in using a scaffolding when I'm not going to be using it long term. Use blazes. I mean, again, nether presence. I would love to use a blaze or two. But, like, the ease of use is not in our favor. Making these things happen is not a simple thing. Like, it was with Escape the Jackrooms 1, we could spawn the enemies in place, like, very easily. Because it was just make a little dark room, filter out any creepers or spiders, and go from there. And that worked fine. It was still annoying, but it was way more manageable. Even the drowned were, like, somewhat easily obtained. But, like, I don't dare fuck around with trying to get a blaze or a bunch of wither skeletons. Like, that's a pipe dream. Even with a boat fly of some kind, that's a pipe dream. Like, we have to live in reality, you know that, right? Incredible team that built this in 1 week. Using hacks that could automate that. Maybe if we get the Happy Gas, we might be able to transport mobs. But even then, that's a lot of effort. I don't know, I'm just thinking about it logistically. Some things are just not worth the trouble. Can you even get a blaze into a boat? I don't know. If that's the case, fuck blazes. Or no, wait, we can't. Yeah, never mind. We'd have to use a blaze. Never mind. I almost said something silly without thinking. It's past midnight for me. If you have Mike in the base, you probably already have another trail that stops you. No. And by that, I mean, no, we don't have Mike at the base. No, we have a very special set of instructions for getting here. I don't know if Mike will be able to come out here or not. Seeing a block of resin seems like it's a nice scaffolding block. It's instant breaks like slime or honey without the annoying side effects. True, but at the same time, I would rather build using the block I'm going to be using. Like, this is just being easy. Like, this is just convenient. So yeah, I don't know precisely what to expect yet. Oh, I need torches. If House visited you and gave you spawn eggs, you would need, would you accept them or make things cheap? Huh? I would accept them. Like, if he'd be willing to give me like 7 or 8, well, no, I would need more than that. Like 24 to 32 wither skeleton spawn eggs, happily I would take that. I would take that as is, and I'd just be like, thank you, master of the house. And then I would promptly not beg for anything. Yeah. What be these instructions? Huh? Oh, you need that. That's right. The same extra special hiding technique you used to hide the first version of the space that got found, or a different set of instructions? It's a different set entirely. I didn't make them. Okay, it's looking decent so far. It'd be nice if scaffolding, when broken, would immediately be placed back in your inventory. Yeah, when you have to break a lot, it's a chore to pick them up. Well, also, it would be nice if scaffolding behaved like a normal block behaves. I don't need to worry about how many blocks away I can make scaffolding. That was the stupidest fucking restriction they placed on that block. For just no reason. Like, there is no value in the scaffold if it can't just infinitely extend. But no, it has to be at least 5 or 6 blocks away from whatever base block there is. Like, that's insanity. Why did they implement that? Why did they demand that it work this way? It's just dumb. I don't know. It's whatever. I don't have any choice in the matter anyway, so who cares? Ooh. Resin's the new scaffolding? I mean, I guess, but I don't really care to much of the time. I don't think it matters, personally. The meta is designing stuff in creative mode and then using a very high quality printer to just shit it all out onto the server. Like, that's never going to be... And with a mid-air place, too. Like, that's not going to be beaten anytime soon. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I mean, how do you think we built this in 3 days? Like, the outside got built in 3 days because that's the meta. You shit out blocks onto the server, more or less. Okay. Woogity boogity swiggity swootity. Hello, Mike. Crowbar only used schematics like 3 times. Oh no. Crowbar? Who's Crowbar? Crowbar is dead. For all intents and purposes. You dare quote to me of Crowbar? I was there when he was written. I'm just kidding. No, Crowbar's not dead. I was joking. Howdy, Mike. That's a bit of a Caddyshack reference. I don't know that anyone here will get that, but oh well. What happened to Crowbar? Nothing. He's quit the server as far as I'm aware, but like nothing else beyond that has happened. I don't know for sure. I haven't kept in touch with him, but I still want my radio in a golf bag, you know. in my golf bag. I'm alright. Oh, I shouldn't sing that. Wait. No, I'll get copyright struck. I can do a good imitation of what's his name? Oh, fuck. What was the... Crap. He sang that song. Kenny Loggins. That was it. Yeah, I'm a pretty good dead ringer for Kenny Loggins when I really put my mind to it. Told that to your dad since he first showed you that movie. He was playing in a golf tournament today. Oh, okay, cool. You can copyright or turn on Minecraft music? No? Oh, shit. That was loud. No, because I don't play Minecraft music. I would expect them to. Like, they're devious enough to do that. Mo Yang. I could see them doing that too. Water pool. Oh shit, that didn't take you as high as I was hoping it would. I feel like I should be going way faster, way higher. Maybe I've got to like... Yeah, that explains it. Okay, I was not turning it into upward momentum with elytra. It is, yeah. Woo. Okay. So yeah, this will be, you know, a nice living area. Okay, time to wake up. Time to wake up. It's been 2 hours. Oh, what the fuck? Somebody turned my clock upside down. Meanies. How much more are you going to be streaming? I have to cut like 700 stickers and need something in the background for the next 5 hours. 5 hours? No, not that long. I'm going to do one little last look-see through the whole base. Oh yeah, Universal. Still have Joe Biden in the closet. And then someone was saying about putting Trump in this closet, but I don't have a Trump map art, so I can't do that. Anyway, new paintings, for those of you who don't know. And then I designed this little area here. It's a nice little connection hallway. Gives this place a nice vibe, I feel. Connects off to this upper area. I was going to put map arts here. Just got to figure out what map arts. That goes on off to upstairs. That goes that way to around here. Yeah. And then I finished this little room, more or less. Maybe I should put another bit of lighting here. I don't know. It's kind of dark. And then there is a staircase that isn't complete, but will eventually go down here. Stunning. It's not that bad. It's not bad. And it will probably connect up to this doorway. And then I need a bunch of stuff to happen over in here. I've got Dark Takanuva's rotatey door. So when you rotate that item frame... Whoa, son of a bitch. Turn that off. Yeah, so when you rotate the item in that item frame, it opens that door. So bam. Bam. So I installed that from Dark's place. Back at, during the Jack's Palace days. And yeah, just a lot of like entranceways and exits. Fun things that I will, you know, I'll screw around with one section at a time, piece it all together. Eventually this place will be so dense you won't be able to fly through here. You'll have to walk through the hallways. Some people will hate that, but I think it'll be fun. Whoa, did I just see glowstone? Man, that's lame. Oh my god, wow, yeah, if you jump up here, you can see the edge of the skulk. I've got to fix that. Oh wow, you can see the edge of the glowstone. I don't want you to be able to see past the skulk. I like you having the skulk as like a background thing. Like there's this force beyond. And there's just little bits of it that peek through. Kind of like that idea. And then the traditional Japanese area will be this upper layer only. A little bit of a mansion looking place. And then up here, skulk sensors. Yeah, we could do a skulk sensor thing. 2 trapped phantoms that I don't know what to do with, because they don't aggro on players once the person in question has slept. And they don't aggro on people who are, like, insomniac enough. You know what I mean? So, like, if I hadn't slept 5 or so minutes ago, and I had gone outside, I could have spawned phantoms. But I don't know. Like, they don't get mad at people now. So now they're kind of useless. I could keep one just because, but I don't know. I'll probably keep them for display. But beyond that, Thought you hated Blackstone and Glowstone? Oh, that's because you made it ugly. Like, I'm not going to lie, you used it poorly. You need to hide the glowstone and use it as recessed lighting. Anyway, empty room I got to do something with or have someone start living in it. What? How? I mean, you didn't do it right. I don't know what else to tell you. You just didn't do it right. Anyway, this may be a meeting hall or a dining hall. I don't know which. Gotta hit the sack. Okay, you take care of Pizza the Box. Thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate it. Then another one of these little lighting areas. I'll take that empty room, I guess. Sure. I'm gonna make a bunch more, so. You were using it in almost the same way? No, I'm not. Hello, Mango Pots. Like, I'm hiding the glowstone. You don't see the glowstone at all. Did the old base not get griefed? I don't know, Mango Pods. You tell me. Did the base get griefed? I don't know. Or found? Maybe. Why glowstone? Why not sea lanterns? Because people could scare up glowstone. Glowstone was what people could get, and I was like, okay, I'll take it. You're not going to see it anyway. From the perspective of where I have everything set up, like, no, you're not gonna know there's glowstone in here. I'm gonna put a thing up there. Actually, I should probably move that up. So that you can't immediately see what's beneath you. Oh, shit. I can't even get through there. Okay, that's fine. Jack-o'-lantern's the most cheap. Yeah, that's a good point. They are. I've just never thought about using the jack-o'-lantern. Fuck it, I'm gonna place that there. Ow. Ow. Isn't it nice that we live in a world where you can just eat golden carrots to not die? Okay, whatever. Yeah, you can't see up in there, so that should be fine. As long as it's reasonably recessed, I'm fine with that. Again, you're not going to see those bits. Have you used the enchanted apples? Yeah, of course. I refresh the... When I do eat them, I refresh the stack every so often from the various boxes people leave lying around. Okay. I should also go ahead before I get too carried away and mark off like a way to get from this room to another room. Like that's going to be a hallway that leads off somewhere over in here, maybe leads into this area. You got to have a way to get up to that way. Got to have a way to get back up into the Japanese area from down here. I think that's fair. Then there's got to be a staircase that leads down to this bridge area. It's going to be neat to look at. You get to look down on that giant water thing. There's got to be a staircase that leads down as well as a sort of alternative. So like a fire escape almost. Yeah. Got lots and lots and lots and lots of options. Not me, I'm living off fish now in my Guardian cooker, lava. Since lava fish doesn't have quite a ring to it, that's fine. Well, hey, as long as you got food, you can eat and not die. That's mostly what I mean. But that golden carrots give you an absurd amount of saturation, so you basically recover from almost any damage in about 5 seconds. And yeah, I don't know what to add for like the hallway knickknacks and stuff. The decorations and so on. I should go ahead and add on all of the beehives. There we go. Golden carrots are very nourishing, I agree. You don't have beacons at the base? No, I haven't gotten around to that. I should, but I'm a lazy. One, two, three, four. 2, 3, 4. But I'm a lazy son of a bitch. Yeah, I ran out a few days ago. Still have to get my alt, do golden bartering farm for your base. Yeah. I think a gold bartering farm, like, that's worth it. Most bases should consider making one. It's a good thing. Okay. And so this will probably be a big room. Maybe even the kitchen. I don't know. I just suddenly realized I have the pattern going the wrong way. And then I do want this to go off this direction, but I kind of want it to skirt around this edge. I don't know how big this room will be. I don't know. Just knowing to do if you don't have anything to teleport you back to your base. I do, but I'd rather have my alt do it. Fair. Well, yeah, this is probably as close as I can get it. So, each bee nest is 1 times 3 bees and have to enter their hive, eat flowers for a full Minecraft day. What? What do bees have to do with... Like, just because I'm using the bee box as flooring doesn't mean anything. No bees will occupy any of these boxes, just so you're aware. Like... That bamboo is meant to stay there, like... All of this is just as is. And then this will be a nice sized room, probably a kitchen, but I don't know. Maybe I might make 2 entrances into this room. We'll have to see. Yeah, actually, I think I might do that. 2 entrances into that room will be useful. Bam, bam, bam. Ooh, wait, am I gonna miss? Yes, I'm gonna miss that portion there. So, like, I could bring this up as, like, a gradual sloping staircase and then have that connect up to this hallway. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Bee nest are crafted using honeycomb. You get that from bee labor. Oh, yeah, but I already figured out how to fix that problem. Also, I've got more honeycombs than I know what to do with right now. I don't know if I'll be using every single bit of it as... Well, I will actually be using every single bit of it for flooring. But I will also be using some of it for candles. So it works out. Copper? What about copper? Copper Raider or copper? Oh, man. Oh, waxing copper. No, I don't believe I'll be doing very much of that. There's no real point because you can just go dig up a trial chamber at this point in time. I could, actually, I think I will. I will make this meet that, or at least end up on the same Y level. That, this, a lot of this. I think this is the last thing I'm going to do for the evening. I feel my energy running out. Oh. Okay, so that meets up with that on the same Y level now. What will this be? If I do it this way, it'll be 4? No, it'll be 3 blocks long. Ew. I could just do a door instead of the traditional door style like this. I could just have it be like a bunch of pale oak door stuff sitting in here waiting. Although I don't know, the stairs are 4x4 or sorry, 4 blocks long. Problem is, this wall is not where I would like for it to be. Maybe I could have a like a little balcony that just sort of hangs out and looks over this. Maybe. And then I can have the little 4x3 door, so you know where you're heading, basically. Although, oh wait. Yeah, it's got to be 2 blocks. So actually, it should be. This should all be the stripped oak, or no, the stripped mangrove. That's it. Oh, son of a bitch! Of course, that all fell down at the bottom. You'll place blocks faster if you switch right-click to a keyboard letter and hold it. Oh, clever. But that's not always useful. I don't always want to place blocks faster. I mean, I'll bear that in mind for later on, but it is a matter of precision sometimes. This Tyler stream. Hey, Death. Sorry you're very late, but you know, at least you know, at least you got it. Make the stairs 1 block back. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Oh my god, I'm so tired. It didn't even occur to me to do that. Very good point, Poncho. Thank you. Okay, so I can definitely mark this as a wall boundary then. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Bam. You need sleep when you have 2B2T. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I do like doing later night streams on Thursdays. It's like 20, like operator. What is the hours my bedtime? I try to get to bed by 2. I'm close to hitting 2 a.m. So like, I've kind of put off some things. I'm not gonna lie. I probably shouldn't have. But then again, I can go and do them right now, so it's not a problem. Just some last minute bedtime type stuff. Fuck. Gotta give my cats their medicine. There's nothing too special. Just mundane. Gotta take a shower. Still haven't bothered to do that yet. Here we go. Perfect. That works. Mod called bridging, which lets you place blocks in a lot of positions. It works on a lot of servers. It might work on 2B, it might not. I really don't have any guarantee of anything, dude. That would be nice, but pretty sure a lot of scaffolding hacks are screwed up right now. I don't know precisely how valuable that information is to know that there is a mod that can do that, but that it may never work on 2B, so who knows. Alright, can I get a third chick? Yes! Third chick. Chick of the night. That chick single-handedly saved my marriage. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck. There we go. All right. Yeah, that works. This'll be a great little staircase. Lines up and it'll hit with this path whenever I get around to having it go that way. These will actually not be blackstone. These will be white terracotta. I'm probably actually going to do this hallway going this way, and then it will partially merge into this room. And so I might have like an overlook. Instead of it being in this room, it'll be on that hallway. You'll be able to overlook that elevator there. And then this will be a lounge area. Got to put lounge type stuff in there. Then, so long since the last update, feels like 112 Doom playing all over again. Oh. We need the Happy Ghast immediately. Dude, the Happy Ghast has just come out for the main game. Like, it's going to be a few months before we get the Happy Ghast stuff on 2B. Okay, so these are empty. Alright, well, I got a decent amount of stuff laid out, figured out, understood, etc. I'll probably build the things off stream. I don't know. The elevator bits. The elevator pads that go up and down from point A to point B. Probably will decorate this hall at at some point soon. Brrr, what else needs doing? Oh, I need to make more of these and find ways to make more innovative versions. You know what? Actually, I have an idea. Are these? No, they're not. Okay. Where did I put? There it is. Put some gray dye. Oh, I have a loom right here. Alright, that's decent. Ooh, that still doesn't match. Maybe these two base banners should be just solid gray, so that the top part here merges seamlessly into the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Just as like a last sort of, there we go, last experiment. Gray wool. Gray banner. Empty shulkers. I've got to put those somewhere else. Gray, gray. Ooh, hoo, hoo, that works. I mean, it kind of loses the smoky, you know, far off, misty look that it had, but, like, I can do that with just these top two. Then I can just undye these real fast. Shouldn't be too bad. Because it's supposed to be reminiscent of an old Suminoe type painting. Painting made of ink. Yeah. Although that makes it, or no, that's from the bottom, my bad. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I think this will look good. Yeah, it's like a misty peak. Now I'm curious. We can just uncauldron the or not, you know, undo it with a cauldron. Ooh, that sucks. Wait, that wasn't at all what I was hoping for. Yeah, that gradient is really strong. Yeah, I think that's better in all honesty. And these are just white banners that I can turn into something else. Yeah, I think that'll work. That's good. Good team job. Whoops. Oh, that's something I'm missing. Running water. That isn't a an option yet. I mean, I need a source of water, preferably one that's renewable. There they are. Don't want to have to do that here. But I will for the moment. Dude, that looks so beautiful. Thank you. Bridging mod doesn't work. Oh, well, thank you for your efforts, Preston. Shit. White banner, gray profess, gray inverted. Just gray on gray on gray. There we go. Regular old white banner. Bam, bam. I don't have anything to clean this up. Why is the water running? Running water means the ability to obtain water on demand. But I don't have a water source in this house yet, so... Oh well. Makes the house kind of feel like a third world country. If you can't get water on demand. Dude, looks so beautiful. I know. Oh my god, it looks so good. Like, I need to do more of these. Because there are a bajillion famous Suminoe paintings. And yeah, like Minecraft banners could potentially, if they would just give us 4 or 5 banner patterns that are not like my problem with these banner patterns. They're too specific. Guster, flow, more generic stuff like bordure, indented. Snout is actually kind of generic. Skull charge is semi-generic. Flower charge is really generic. Creeper is a little generic. The field masoned is a little generic. Like, I'm talking like, give us a square that's not like off kilter, like the thing or the globe. Like, that's not quite what I mean. We need, like how Roundel, that's just like a circle in the middle. We need the ability to put things in a more precise location on a banner. There are already so many banner pattern combinations, and yet it just feels like there aren't, I don't know, there aren't that many options. Oh, hey, S-Man. Yeah, YouTube didn't notify you. I'm so sorry. Well, hey, you know. There we go. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. The other half is violence. Someone should make a banner with a gapple on it. Maybe purple? Huh? With a gapple. That's the Mojang logo, dude. They already have that. I'm not gonna tour through the house again. I like how this turned out. This wasn't a bad little opening area. I'm trying to get inspired by Black Shard. I need to go and replay through Black Shard on my own. Off stream. I'm talking about my banner. Oh. Okay, I'm very tired, Walrus, so my mind is not thinking. Sorry. Okay, well, at any rate, everybody, I'm fried. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Not because, like, that's bad, just because, like, I'm making it up as I go, so I'm not really thinking too hard on what it is I can do. I just do stuff. So yeah, this place is going to come along quite nicely. You've been getting inspired by Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Okay. Yeah, that game has a lot of great, cool aesthetics going for it. And yeah, apart from that, drop on in tomorrow for Freeform Friday. We got more Dreamcore. Dreamcore updated and recently released a new chapter. I think that was like 2 days ago. 3 days ago at this point. But at any rate, guys, y'all take care. I will see you all another day for more 2B2T, that day being Monday. So stick around for 2B2T. We got a lot of building to do. Holy shit, we have a lot of building to do. Go to bed, mate. You done enough? I guess so. I guess so. Like this whole area, for example, is just so open. This has to be changed. I'm going to terraform the inside of this bitch and make it into an alien landscape, the likes of which you've not yet ever seen. Okay, well, thank you all. Leave like and comment and subscribe algorithm thingy. Goodbye. See y'all for Freeform Friday tomorrow. Have a good night or morning. Or day.